Your Eminence Metropolitan Methodius of Boston, Reverend Clergy, respected Presbyteres, Mr. Moschos, Mr. Stamoulis, Mrs. Philippa Kondakis, beloved sisters and brothers in Philoptochos, ministry leaders from the Archdiocese, dear Metropolis of Boston, clergy, laity, delegates, and guests. Good morning. On behalf of the National Philoptochos Society, I am truly delighted to be here in the Metropolis of Boston attending the Clergy Laity Conference addressing the theme, the ministries of the Church, Archdiocese, Metropolis, and Parish. Your Eminence Metropolitan Methodius, I am privileged to be in the Holy Metropolis of Boston. Under your inspiring leadership, the Metropolis is at the forefront of charity and service. It is particularly evidenced by the many ministries and vital activities in the Boston Metropolis, resulting from your untiring dedication, including the Philoxenia House, St. Methodius Faith and Heritage Center, and Fellows of Orthodox Stewards. With great respect, I take this opportunity to extend warmest greetings to Your Eminence on behalf of the Greek Orthodox Ladies Philoptochos Society, and thank you for your kind invitation to participate today. Thank you, Your Eminence, for your progressive teachings, unending support, sincere promotion of the Philoptochos Society programs, and for empowering our faithful Philoptochos stewards to be doers of the word. The Philoptochos mission is clear. We will continue and strengthen tomorrow's society that was created in 1931 by His Eminence, Archbishop Athenagoras of blessed memory. In 1931, Philoptochos was designated as the official philanthropic auxiliary of the Greek Orthodox Church in America. Today, it is important to widen the scope and reach the Philoptochos mission, which is being accomplished with newer programs and drives such as those for autism, AIDS, literacy, and for those who are hungry, and for the victims, the many victims of the natural disasters. The women of Philoptochos heed the call to serve the needy and honor their relationship with God by using their gifts to strengthen their Orthodox faith and that of their families and their communities. Under the chairmanship of His Eminence, Archbishop Demetrius of America, this year the Greek Orthodox Ladies Philoptochos Society celebrates a milestone at 80th anniversary, serving with love, respect, and care. We live in an era of challenge and change, crisis and movement, disaster and tragedy, natural and man-made, with need always increasing. Philoptochos is a true global organization offering assistance in regions throughout the world, including Greece, Russia, Ethiopia, Ukraine, Haiti, Japan, India, and most recently, Africa. At home, Philoptochos exemplifies its service and devotion by improving the quality of life for so many by offering nourishment to the hungry, medical assistance to the infirmed, shelter to the homeless, schooling to the less educated, and most importantly, friendship to the lonely. The stewards of the Greek Orthodox Ladies Philoptochos Society, with promise and renewed spirit, demonstrate perseverance and fortitude in their faithful mission. Our society is comprised of an enormous team of heroes living within today's economic crises when philanthropy suffers its own serious downturn. The Philoptochos women and a growing population of men, and I hope you are all becoming stewards if you are not, and with their fervent spirit continue to demonstrate greatness and success, forging forward to meet the heightened needs for assistance. The National Philoptochos Society recognizes the achievements of and expresses gratitude to the Metropolis of Boston Philoptochos Board and the chapters. And I congratulate Philippa Kondaikis on her reappointment as president of the Metropolis Philoptochos Board, and I am privileged to work with this wonderful woman, Philippa, and I don't know where you are. There you are. A dedicated National Philoptochos Executive Board member who is widely throughout the United States respected by her peers. Through the contributions of the chapters of this holy metropolis and the concerted efforts of the total United States chapters, 27,000 volunteers in 483 chapters, the National Philoptochos Society distributed in 2010 alone just under $1.4 million in financial assistance to our national ministry commitments, to special projects, and to the underprivileged. Year to date, actually it ended yesterday, in 2011, National Philoptochos disbursed $1,032,217. Thank you. Thank you for supporting the ministries of the National Philoptochos. In addition to our list of annual ministry commitments, including our beloved Hellenic College and Holy Cross of Theology, Lenten and scholarship programs, St. Basil Academy Vasilopita and Sisterhood programs, IOCC, OCMC, social services, and numerous other annual programs, we have offered assistance in response to natural disasters, to victims of the tsunami in Japan, and victims of the Mississippi River floods and southern U.S. tornadoes earlier this year. Additionally, funds were donated through IOCC, who is a great partner of Philoptochos, for famine relief in the African Horn countries of Somalia, Kenya, and Ethiopia. In the last 10-year period, National Philoptochos distributed more than $13 million. The National Philoptochos Society administration and staff functions with the highest of ethics and in complete transparency and full disclosure, with annual independent financial audits performed. The independent auditors present their findings to the National Board and to the delegates of the biennial National Philoptochos Convention. Speaking about conventions, the 2012 National Philoptochos Convention is scheduled for July 1 through July 4, 2012 in Phoenix, Arizona, in the Holy Metropolis of San Francisco. And I respectfully ask you to budget accordingly and to have representation present. And please help to improve our organization and improve everything about it by attending and by giving your input. It's just so important. I appeal to you. I guarantee we will be entertained and we will be enlightened. We will laugh, we will cry, and most importantly, we will renew friendships and create new ones. The National Philoptochos Society achieves great giving through your giving. Each person present today represents this magnificent metropolis, and each one of you is part of our great Philoptochos movement, as you may contribute with time, talent, and treasure. Expanding the ministry with programs such as College Outreach Program of the NOC's Philoptochos Society in New London, Connecticut, the Hope Luncheons of the Holy Trinity Church Philoptochos in Fitchburg, Massachusetts, and Gotta Have Soul programs by the Annunciation Church Philoptochos in Cranston, Rhode Island, are making a difference. Are there any people from those chapters here? Thank you very much. I applaud you for going above and beyond the ministry commitments and the programs from National. I congratulate you, and I thank all the faithful chapters of this beautiful metropolis. The metropolis of Boston constituents, through intent and action, through good works, and through intensive planning, foster unity and growth in orthodoxy by gathering our people to my home and inviting all to come and see. On behalf of the National Philoptochos Society, I invite you to attend the 13th National Philoptochos Children's Medical Fund Luncheon to be held in the Direct Archdiocesan District in Greenwich, Connecticut on December 3rd. This biennial event is the major National Philoptochos fundraiser, typically dispersing $300,000 to exclusively benefit critically ill children. Ladies and gentlemen, the necessity has created urgency for the National Philoptochos Society to secure a stable and permanent home. As our center of operation is presently located in rental space, we are embracing change and planning for our future. We are not lingering to awake one morning to the next residence crisis, at which time we would pose the where are we going to go, where are we going to move our office to question. We are not seeking to drift. We are seeking to anchor. And we must establish a permanent Philoptochos center of philanthropy that will exist for all future generations. After being headquartered for more than 20 years at the Holy Trinity Cathedral in Manhattan, the National Philoptochos has begun an initiative to purchase a permanent home, to preserve what has been established, and to foster future development of the Philoptochos mission. The National Philoptochos Board unanimously voted here in Brookline in 2009, and the 2010 National Philoptochos Convention delegates in Atlanta unanimously supported the founding of a permanent home for Philoptochos to be located in New York City. Great efforts have been made by Philoptochos volunteers, overcoming what many thought to be an insurmountable obstacle and even perhaps unlikely aspiration. Philoptochos' tomorrow did not include worrying about from where we would conduct our good works, or to whom we will be paying our monthly rent. No. Philoptochos' future is clear. To date, more than $1.3 million has been raised towards this goal, and this is monumental. However, we have a way to go, and we need everyone's help. The women of the Philoptochos are victorious, and together with your diligence and prayers, Philoptochos will expand the dimensions of its mission, calling to serve with compassion, dignity, and respect. It is now the time to establish our permanent home, our beacon of shining light, the Philoptochos Center of Philanthropy, to provide hope and enlightenment for the battered, the suffering, the disabled, and the hungry. Several potential properties for the center are presently being researched. The center will provide a permanent residence to expand our current social services assistance. Broader programs will include counseling for mental and medical health wellness, case management, advocacy for women, families, and seniors. In addition, educational workshops, forums, training sessions, seminars will be developed for the Society, for the chapter, for the metropolis, and for the national level. The center will allow us the opportunity to better serve those most in need and our chapters nationwide. The Philoptochos Center will provide the space necessary to meet physically, to conduct workshops, and have space for our precious archives. Philoptochos is not now what it was 80 years ago. Philoptochos will not be in 80 years what it is today. The Center of Philanthropy will be the keystone to foster the evolution of the future Philoptochos. Our grandmothers can be proud as they look from heaven and witness as we prepare for tomorrow's society. Our ancestors courageously battled the Great Depression and established the National Philoptochos Society in 1931. We examine and are grateful for our great accomplishments and find strength during this most difficult economic climate, which is actually not so different from the Great Depression. We must build upon their work and their foundation. Delegates of the 2011 Metropolis of Boston Clergy Laity Conference, with your support and with God's grace, we are well charted to our permanent home. With the blessings of His Eminence Archbishop Demetrius, the National Philoptochos Society is progressing to its initiative to establish the Philoptochos Center of Philanthropy. This new home of Philoptochos will extend the legacy passed on from our ancestral grandmothers to the succeeding generations. The National Board of Philoptochos shares this vision with the faithful throughout America, and there have been many fundraisers, and I'm not going to go into it because I know we're very short for time, so I'll skip through all the wonderful work that has been done already and look forward to what will happen. This week, the National Philoptochos Society kicked off the multimedia campaign entitled Open the Doors, a 3-minute video asking for financial support of the permanent home for Philoptochos, to be known as the Philoptochos Center of Philanthropy, and of which you will view the short video. The video represents the beginning of phase 2 of a modernized and technology-based campaign for the Philoptochos, and is aligned with this administration's goal for progressing with contemporary methods to reach more people while being environmentally responsible. It is imperative to share email, forwarding to loved ones, professional associates, and all the public to increase our base. And please do that for membership also, and I won't go into that one either. The video was produced by your own National Philoptochos board member of the Metropolis of Boston, Christine Karavidis, with Marissa Kostidis and Nick Furis of the Greek Orthodox Archdiocese. And I recognize Nick Sialmas. He was sitting right here before, and he is present today for his valuable input to this project and for his demonstration of support to the National Philoptochos in an ongoing basis. The Archdiocese, and I wish to thank Jerry and Theo and Jamil, because they are wonderful. They have supported this with the enormous resources that they have, and I thank them. And it's a wonderful thing because there's resources promote us and our united vision, because we really are all one family. And all our ministries are interrelated, so thank you all. The outlook is bright as the journey continues for the noble volunteer organization of the Greek Orthodox Archdiocese. The Ladies Philoptochos Society is blessed by the Lord. It is incumbent upon the Philoptochos women to grow in faith and expand their vision as Orthodox women in contemporary society. We must engage in a dynamic Christian endeavor of broader dimension to fulfill the mission of the gospel, the ultimate goal of Christianity. And I thank you for your great service and enormous generosity of spirit, and for listening to me today. Let us be thankful for our many blessings as we look forward with enthusiasm, all working together and offering continued good works for many more years for the glory of our Lord and Savior. Quote, "Show me your faith without deeds, and I will show you my faith by what I do." End quote. James 2:18. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I want to thank Aphrodite Skiatis for coming and giving us a wonderful presentation. And to Your Eminence, thank you for all your support as well. Just to be brief on what we're going to be trying to accomplish here at the Metropolis level for the next 2 years, even though this is our new term for the Metropolis Board, and we will continue our many ministries, the Philoxenia House, the St. Methodius Faith and Heritage Center in Fos, but we will also be challenging ourselves and the individual members of Philoptochos to do more to help those in need. There are so many out there that need our assistance during these difficult times. For example, find a local soup kitchen or shelter and serve. Or if you're already associated, please expand your time and effort in those services. Also, or hold a clothing drive. Everyone needs to clean out your closets at some point. Or to join with the wonderful ladies that I met this morning for the nursing ministry. And please bring that back to your chapters or your churches. I also implore everyone here, clergy and parish council, to really support your local Philoptochos chapters. That's very important. And we cannot succeed without your support. And we are all work together in the main mission of the church. Also, I wanted to announce that we will be having our officers workshop on November 19th, and please encourage all officers and members to attend this. There will be information going out to the chapters. Also, we will be working very hard this year to incorporate a lot of this technology that you have seen here. We, unfortunately, on the Metropolis level have kind of lagged behind in our website, but that is a major, major idea that will be pursuing with all of our reports and everything to add to that transparency, again, so that people in the local chapters will know what we do on a Metropolis level. Because when we go to the chapters, everybody says, oh, it's nice to hear those things. We never heard that before. So we also want to encourage chapters to invite us. We hope to be having some area meetings as well. And we are always here to help in any way that we can, offer encouragement, come to meetings, anything of that sort. So please ask the Philoptochos, if you're not, or those that are here, please invite us. We're happy to come, and we're ready and willing resource for you. Thank you very much.